That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that bottom. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So, sticky and horrible. So yeah, yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Hello, how is everybody? Thank you so much for coming over to another live by moi. Nice to see all these people in the chat again. Really appreciate you guys coming over. We'll go through just a few. Well, actually, we'll go through and see who's in the chat. Libby, my niece. She was first. So hiya, Libs. Then Colin Roberts. Then John. Then we had Robbo Robson, then Dr. Bob. Thank you very much for coming over, guys. Then was Jay. Then Jappy from South Africa. Sid Franklin. Thank you very much for coming over, you guys. Herb, hi. Who else did we have? Mark, the gentleman wood turner. Hi, Mark. Very good live last night, sir. Nice piece you turned. Did see a couple of new faces. Sid Franklin. I can't remember whether you've been here before, Sid, but thank you for coming over anyway. Who else we had? Wooden. Hi, Dennis. How are you? Cornish Pixie. Hi, Lee. Stace Smith. Hi, Stace. Jiggy's Shed. Hi. Don't recognise the name. If you can put your name in the chat, please, that'd be great. Steve Rubberwood. Ellie Two Meadows Designs. Hi, Ellie. Thank you for coming over. Barry. Hi, Barry. Hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying this lovely weather around here at the moment. Jackknife. I haven't seen Jackknife before. No, nice to see a few new faces, which is nice. Hi, Doug. How are you? Thanks for coming over. So anyway, thank you so much for everybody coming over. I really do appreciate it. It's nice to see some new and old faces in the chat, and I really do appreciate the support you guys give us. So my plan today is I've been meaning to have a go at this for a little while, but it's one of those things you don't really think about, and I was going to do it as a video, but I thought I'd do it as a live. I'll be brave and do it as a live. So Jiggy Shed is John. Hi, John. How are you? So let's move the camera over and this one. So what I've got is a piece of cherry, which I'm going to turn round. And then what I'm going to do with this is, God, that camera be easier. I want to try and make like a water droplet. My plan is to make something, you know, when you drop a drop of water or a pebble or something into water and you get that, excuse me, you get that splashback and the ripples. That's the sort of thing I'm trying to make. I've got in my head what I want, so I know roughly what I'm doing, but it's all going to be a sort of trial and error thing as we go through it. So my plan is to make the droplet that extrudes from the water out of this piece, and then I've got a small blank here that I'm going to make for the ripples. But what I'm going to do is, once I've got it round, because it's not very round as you can see, I'm then going to move it, because I've done the mortise quite deep. So I'm then going to move it so it's eccentric on the jaws, so the ripples are different depths at different points. That's my plan. Whether it works or not, doesn't ever matter, but that's the plan. So let's get on and turn this first. Get this turned to round, get my rough shape. I'm going to I might round this off so it sits into this, or I may put a little tenon on the end of it and then put a little mortise in there just so it sits, so I can glue it as one piece. But like I say, I'm not 100% sure yet. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one, John. I ain't got a clue what I'm doing either. From everybody like pulls. I'm just gonna get on with it. Huh? Sorry, who has? I have. Oh, the boys. No, I love you really, Mark. Hi, Baz. How you doing? Right, so let's get this roughened out and get some sort of shape on this. What I'm going to rough this out with is a bowl gouge, just basically because it's going to be quicker, and that's nearly round anyway. It's just finishing it off. So like I say, I want to clean it up. Actually, just saying. I hate turning from centres. You never seem to get it tight enough. So, clean all the rubbish off of this. There's quite a big rip in the back of it, which I want to get rid of. I want to get it round. Got quite a big chunk out there, and we've got a bit of bark. So if I get it round, we should be good. So I decided to go with the bowl rough and gouge in the end because you can get a better cut with it, quicker cut. Sorry. So we're nearly there. I know spindle work is supposed to be quite quick, but I was a little bit out of shape to start with, so I didn't want to go mad. So I think we're nearly there. We're nearly there. I think I could lose that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tenon on this end so I can grab this in my chuck. so that we can get a good grab on it then. Like I say, I'm not a great fan of turning between centres. Oh, take that out of there. So get this into here. Bring the tailstock up to centerise it. And then we can get a rough shape, and then we've just got to take it off to finish it off. So I've seen, when I was looking at pictures on the internet the other night, there was two different styles of what droplet people were doing. They were doing a curved one, sort of like that, or they were doing it where obviously your ripples come in like that, and then a round off and a fin, and then a ball on the end, something like that. Sorry. So I think I'm going to go for this one, basically because it's a bit more adventurous. That's more like a teardrop to me than an actual water droplet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some rough depths. Oh, muppet. I'll never regret you being out here, babe. So I think I'm going to just do some depths, because obviously we're going to want pencil gongling. If I do this water droplet, we're going to want the round bit to start about there. And then we've got a stem, so say there somewhere. And then we're going to want a rounded bit just to curve it off, somewhere there. And then we're going to want a small tenon to obviously fix it to our base. So I'm going to go in here, the rough depth I want. So I want it quite thin, I don't want it really big and chunky. I'm going to leave this one slightly larger so we can get rid of that. And then obviously this one needs to be narrow for our tenon. Somewhere there. So we just need to get rid of all the stuff we don't want now. Again, guys, if there's a question, obviously put question in first so Nick knows. I'll take a lot of this rubbish off. With the rough and gouge, because obviously it's a bit quicker. So what's everybody up to today then, other than watching this, obviously? Right, that's about as far as I'm going to go with that one. Go on then. Turn it rubbish? Who said it was rubbish? Getting rid of this rubbish. The unwanted pieces of do-free wood. Believe me, John, I have turned some rubbish. Mind you, I think everybody has. Some people are perhaps moan because I'm using the bowl gouge for spindle work, but I can't really see why you can't. Obviously, as long as you're careful. So I want to turn some of this away now, really. Sorry? Very nice. Say again. Do-free, yeah. This piece, the pieces of do-free here. That's what I don't want. Hi, Scott. How you doing? They all cried last night when I told them you weren't coming. Dale said that was the only reason he invited me. Did you hear that, guys? She might go yet. Oops. I don't know how big I really want that. Oops. I doubt that's something at my expense. Who put that? That's a creep, Scott. You told me you're glad she weren't coming last night. Thanks, Mark. So-called friends, eh? I do buy you flowers. Your birthday. No, Mother's Day. No, our wedding anniversary. Our wedding anniversary. Our wedding anniversary. Oh no, it was on lockdown, wasn't it? Anyway, let's move on to something more interesting. Gone off light pools, you want resin ring. So, question is, how small do I make that? Oops. Let's get a small bowl gouge, not bowl gouge, spindle gouge in there and see. Let's make this a bit more rounded. Hopefully I won't get the negative comments this time like I got the other week when I did the handle for the someone messaged me and told me I need to learn how to use a spindle gouge. No, I just thanked them for their comment. Well, I don't know if it looks like what I want it to look like, but so I think I'm going to call that the shape I want. So use a little bit of softer hair. Whoops. So a little bit bigger, I think. So I'm just going to remove this piece here now, just to get rid of the rest of the tenon. Then we can size that. But before I get too small, I'm going to sand it. So for any of you guys who didn't see Mark's live last night, you really should go back and, if you get a chance, check it out. It was a really nice piece Mark did. And Mark, you can, if you want to, you can put the link in the chat if you want, mate. So I'm just going to try and finish this off. Hey, no, I'm not going to name. That wasn't someone in the live. It was someone because what I've been doing is the videos, my Sunday videos. I've been. No, it won't Wayne. No, it was someone on. It was not someone who was in the live. I don't think it was watched after the live. And it was the other Thursday when I did the handle for the old-fashioned iron stand. So I just, it was nothing. It weren't nasty about it. He just said, "Nice piece, but now you need to go and learn how to use a spindle gouge." Well, to be perfectly honest, that was the first bit of spindle work I'd ever really done. Hi Emmett, how are you? Sorry, don't know. Am I? Is he asking? Is he? Yeah, I can do, Scott, if you want to. So we get this sanded up and sand and sealed. Um, Sorry. Yes, I did. I put it on Instagram, mate. But yes, thank you very much. I was blown away with the pen. It's really nice. I ain't shown the wife yet because I might lose it. Pen is on that envelope up there, behind you, I think. Yeah. The trouble is, I've bought the 20 kilo and 10 kilo sets from English Woods, and I've not had any problems with them. The only thing I don't like about it is they don't name the blanks, so you don't know what they are. But again, it's like anything. It's the risk you take when you buy them. You could get a really good set, and then you could get a really bad set. It's just the luck of the draw you can take. Obviously, you're better if you can actually physically go somewhere and look at them. But if you're like me, you haven't got that. There's nowhere around here that I've got that facility. For fuck's sake! Send them there. Oh, oh, you can do. So, see how we get with that. Still got a little bit of a hole in the end there, but I ain't gonna worry about that. So that's 120. Let's do 240 on it. Well, there you go then. So, sand it up to 240, get it sanded and sealed, and then we will get some Yorkshire grit on it. Glimmer repair like a genie out of a bottle now. Hi Keith, how you doing, sir? Thanks for coming over. Drink my coffee. It's not a problem. It's what we're here for, to help each other. I've I haven't done no maker shout outs for a little bit. I'm going to go back on those, I think, because the reason I do the maker shout outs is because over the 2 years I've been on YouTube, I've had so much support from other makers, and I just wanted to try and. It's not always about the size of the channel. It's about how that person gives me inspiration to do things and learn things. And there's a lot of really good makers out there that don't get the recognition I believe they deserve. Yeah, and that's part of the reason why I do the shout out. So hopefully some of my followers will not know this guy, go over and see it, or whoever the shout out is for, sorry, will go over and see him and think, yeah, they're really. So it's all about help and promote each other's channels, and I believe that's what a big part of YouTube is all about. Right, let me see if I can find a picture on my phone, and I will show what I'm. Hi, how you doing, Robert? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't have a spindle lock. That's one of the things that I wish it did have. See what I can find on here. Excuse me. Not going to be able to find what I want now. Don't know if you can see that. Something like that. But obviously mine's not quite the shape as that. That's the sort of thing I'm thinking about. As something hits the water and you get that backsplash of water. That's what I'm going for. I've got sawdust all down my top. So I hope it makes... Yeah, I agree, Pixie. Uh, Cornish Pixie, yes. We're all here to help each other. It doesn't matter whether you've got 1 subscriber or 1,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers. We're all here to help each other. And if we can, promote each other and show the support, because 99% of us do this as a hobby. Get around what? Um, who's that? Robert Lindsay? Latsley. Right. You get, when you buy the lathe, let me put it on this camera a bit steady, better. So when you buy the lathe, you get this tool with it, which fits on there. When you buy the chuck, whoops, when you buy the chuck, you get this tool for the chuck. So what? Obviously you can see the holes in the chuck here. I don't put my grub screw in. The reason being is because I take the chuck on and off. And in theory, when you're turning, it should tighten the chuck anyway. So it should well, it should never come loose. So what you do to take it off is put that obviously key on there, that in there, and then give it a smack, and that will loosen it off. If the chuck hasn't been off for a long time, you do have to give it a little bit of persuasion, because obviously when you're turning, the vibration, it gets tighter and tighter and tighter, but that does come off without a problem. You just need to be persuasive. That's what I'm going to say. Hi, Nick, how you doing? Yep. Yeah, I don't care. I like it. I think it's great. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrow this down to around about 10 millimeters. And I think that would be more than enough to take that out. So 10 mil. Safety glasses. Don't worry. Obviously, this is going to be it's going to get a little bit wobbly because we're going really thin, but as long as we're careful, we should be fine. So that's a lot more than 10. I don't need that whole piece, but I may cut that off so we've only got about 5 or 6 mil sticking over. Because we only need just enough to obviously hold into our piece. Right, we need a little tiny bit more, not a lot. Do 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 do. And then, oh, it's close. It's close. It's close. Like I say, all this bit is for us to hold it into the other piece. But I want it a decent. No, I haven't polished it yet. Good thinking, actually. I haven't polished it. Right, that's the thickness I want. So I was getting ahead of myself. I was jumping the gun. Let's get some sand and sealer on it, shall we? Who said that? Have I polished it yet? Robbo. See, Robbo's on the ball. I was trying to jump the gun. No, try not to. Yeah, that's what I started off, 6x4 shed. No, for all my mechanics gear, when I used to do a lot of cars, I used to have a little 6x4 shed to keep all my tools in. Yeah, I wish that was reverse. That's the only thing I wish this would do. Well, that and a couple of other things. Wish that it had reverse on it because, like Dr. Bob has just said, if you've got reverse, when you're hollowing out, rather than trying to, because I'm limited for space. I'm limited for space where the no, wrong one. I'm limited for space here. So if I went in reverse, I could turn that way because obviously the lathe would be turning that way, so I could hollow form that way out rather than trying to come in this way. And obviously, if I want to spin that right round, I've then got to drag the whole lathe out, and it's not really feasible at the moment. But hopefully, when things settle down, we'll be able to get the new workshop up, and I will have a bit more space where I can. I always want. There's always wants more space. You never have enough space. So that's the plan. So let's denib that. Don't say things like that. Snap. No, I'm only going to go gentle. It's a bit wobbly. I think I might just give it a coat of friction polish, really. That'd be the best. Oh, really? Definitely. 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 That's what we're here for. If you're on Instagram or whatever, we are quite happy. Well, I am. I'm quite happy to shout out whoever. Doesn't matter what the art is. It's an art. Yeah, it'd be very good. Yeah. So get some Yorkshire grit on this, just to finish sand it. Yeah, it would. If that had the things I'd like the CL4 to have would be reverse, a movable control panel, even if that was something that you could buy as an extra to plug in, so you're not reaching over. That's all right while you're doing little people. When you're doing a big piece, you've got to reach over all the time and turn it on and off. And also a spindle lock would be nice as well. Oh, ban him. Oh, hey JP, how you doing? Yeah, well, that's what we're here for, to help each other. It's a sad old world if we can't help each other. No, I don't, JP. No, I don't. Yeah, it's a new record. Well, not. It's been out a year or so now, I suppose. The Herald. It would actually be better in this space what I've got, but I'm hoping when we get the new shop up, I'm hoping that I'm going to have the space, so this will come into its own. But there's nothing saying later on in day I might buy a smaller lathe to do small pieces like this and keep this one for bigger stuff. Who? Oh, hi Amy, how are you? So I'm just going to give this a bit of friction polish. Oops, whole piece of kitchen roll be good. No, JP, because if I use your Herald, then I'm going to want one. And that's a fatal mistake. I've made that mistake on several tools. As soon as I try one, I want one. I think their Herald is the Herald about £1,000, so it's not. It's a little bit less than what this was. But like I say, it's the new. That's more compact than what this is. I'll buy you one as long as I can use it. I'm very good, thank you, Amy. How are you? I'll be on my own. Just me and my wood. 15 lathes? You can't use 15 lathes, man. That's just greedy. Hi, Derek. How are you? So that's part one. Let's part this off. Not like that, because that's touching on that bit of wood. Yeah, I need a bigger shed, that's for sure. I am having a bigger shed. Right, so I'm just going to part this off. Just like that. So there's the first piece. Just get a blade and cut that. Actually, no, that nib will be okay. So that's my first piece. So we'll stand that over there out the way. Let's get rid of this. So now on to the base. It's all about the base. Yeah. Nick wants to know, is that a real 21 inches, JP, or a man's 21 inches? Oh, yeah. Right, so I'm going to round this off. I'm going to take some of this meat off here because I don't want quite as big as this. And then curve the edge. And then I'm going to knock it so it's eccentric to give us our wibbly wobbly water feature or water droplets. That's the plan. So let's get some safety glasses on because safety is paramount. Round this up. So we'll clean the front up, and like I say, we'll take quite a bit of this away because I don't want it that thick. So I'm going to take. Come on. I would not disbelieve it. Oops. You lot have just got it in for me, that's what it is. That's all I'm going to hear about Saturday, isn't it? It's bloody flowers. Oh, I'm going to buy you some just to shut them all up. Then I'm going to take a kitty down there and yeah. Please donate. Right. So let's drill a hole in here to take our piece, other piece. So we'll put a 10mm hole in there. Chuck key. So let's move this out of the way. So I'm just going to run a 10mm hole in there. Perhaps go in 10mm or further. Don't really matter, I don't suppose. Because I think I'm going to turn some of that middle out anyway. So actually, yeah, I will turn a bit of the middle out so that actually sits in low. So that is 25mm deep. That should be deep enough. As you can see, it's all about precision turning. Them years are gone. So that fits in there like that. I'm going to mark this just so I can turn that to sink that in. That will give me a rough guide to turn that bit out. Like I say, because I want that sunk in low and then the rest is going to be rippled out. So I'm going to put that in. Does that want to go in flat or does that want to be eccentric as well? That want to be in flat, doesn't it really? Because if not, it's not going to sit upright when the piece is laying down. So we'll just sorry. Who said that? Who's asked about colours? No, there's no colours today, Amy. It's all just flat, basic wood. What? Nice. Oh, see you later, Scott. Get on with that utility room. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave that and I'm going to knock this slightly off centre now. Not off centre, but I'm going to move it so it's a bit eccentric in the chuck, so we get a bit of a wobble on it. And hopefully that's going to give it a strange looking ripple effect, which is what I'm hoping for. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, since I did the wobbly art piece, I've what that piece? I've been intrigued with the wobbly bits and off centre. So wobbly bits, more wobbly bits. So yeah, I've been intrigued. So I thought the actual doing it like this may give it a bit better look for the ripples. Slope it inwards. Slope what inwards? I've got many tools there. I don't know what I want and what I don't want. Don't want that one. Put some of these away. Don't want that one. Oh, hiya, Rob. How are you? Thanks for coming over, sir. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this with a spindle gouge and see how we go. So I'm going to try. Oops. Going to try and get that quite deeper there, because obviously the water sort of drops down and then comes back up when you get a bit of a splash. And then this one I'm going to try and bring slightly less, not quite as deep. And then try and feather this round. I'll stop it and have a look, see what we got. Let's just put that back in there. So that'll go in there like that. I could take that down just a little bit further so that flows in a bit better on that one. And then what I might do, I'm going to move it again. I'm getting adventurous in my old age. So I'm going to clean that one up just a little tiny bit. And by moving that, hopefully I'll give it some different patterns, which is what I'm aiming for. So let's have a look at that. That's better. I like that better. I'm just going to take this edge out here a little bit more. I don't like that sharp edge on there. Alright, let's get some, don't know if it's working how I want it to work, to be honest, but we'll sand it up and see what we get. So I'm going to sand this with a bit of 100 grit, because there's a little bit of tear out in there. So, just give it a bit of a clean up. Take some of these sharp edges off. So, let's just sand this up to 240 now. So 120, 240. I'm going to do it by hand. Reason being is because it's a bit off center, it's a bit jumpy, and I don't want to smack my knuckles. I'm hoping when we lay it flat, it's going to give me a sort of 3D effect. Well, it is 3D, I suppose. $240. So, what do you think, guys? Does it look what I was trying to get, do you think? I suppose you're not really going to see until we get out of the lathe. So, let's get it sand and sealed. A lot of thumbs up. Who's got the thumbs up? Oh no, my headset battery low. So, there we go, sand and sealed. Using chestnut sand and sealer today, because obviously it's just a play piece. So sand and sealed. Give that a few seconds. Just give it a bit of a Scotch Brite. A little bit of Yorkshire grit. Thank you, John. You shouldn't have done, but thank you very much. I'm not going to Yorkshire grit the middle bit, obviously, because we're going to glue to that, and with the beeswax in the Yorkshire grit, that won't stick. So just trying to get it on this outer edge, really. Give it a nice clean up with Yorkshire grit, and then we should be able to get a nice shine on it. Thank you, Steve. You shouldn't have done, but much appreciated. Thank you very much. Is it a light pole stand? No, it's not a light pole stand. I think you lot are obsessed with light poles. It's a fetish, isn't it, surely? So, coat of Yorkshire grit. Just get that out of there. I think I'll just give it a coat of friction polish. Bit of friction. We don't mention them, Ellie. They're not worth mentioning. People just do it to spite people, so we don't mention them, to be honest. At the end of the day, we do this because we enjoy it. We don't do it for any other reason. And I personally do it for the interaction of you guys. And I mean, if you guys have a bit of fun time, then I've had a fun time. And that's all I care about. I don't do this for popularity. I don't do it for any other reason. I just do it to have a bit of laugh and a bit of fun. And life is too short to take everything so seriously. If people in the community want to do that, then let them get on with it. I don't care. Make sure you bring your dress, Mark. Bring your fluffy slippers. Your mankini. Nick said you got to bring your mankini. Oh, Baz said it, did he? For when Dale get the paddle and pull out. Oh, thank you, Amy. You should have done. Thank you very much. Well, you know, we do it for a laugh. We do it for a bit of fun, and I mean, because we couldn't get out and about, and Makers was cancelled, where we meet a lot of people. This is the second best thing. So, and I've made so many new friends through doing these lives, and I really do enjoy them. So, it's been good fun. So, key. Let's get this out of here. So it's all polished up. Bit of friction polish over it to finish it off. I'm now going to glue that in there. Going to get some glue. Oh, let's have a look at this. So I'm just going to put this in with a bit of super glue. If I can get the lid open. A drop of what? No, it's not really turned out. It hasn't really turned out how I expected it to turn out, to be honest. This is too thick, I think. It should have been a bit bigger because so you can get more ripples in it. I don't know. I just don't. Thank you. Who's that from? Yeah, the mega community is good. So I'm just going to push this in here with a bit of super glue on it. Give it a bit of a twist to spread it about. Resin. It would have actually looked better out of blue resin. I personally think that would have been better if I'd have made some blue resin and made this out of like semi-transparent blue and the bottom out of blue. That would have looked better. No, not really. Won't really. Don't know. I don't know. It's not really turned out how I expected it to turn out. um, I'll do a comparison. It's not really turned out how I expected it, to be honest. This camera. So that's what I was going for. That's what I got. Not quite there, I don't think. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. That's them bits. What are them bits in? So yeah, it didn't really turn out what what I expected, but it's a bit of spindle work. It's a bit of experience with the tools, and that's what it's all about. It's about a little bit of practice, practice, practice. Yes, yeah, I don't know. I don't know really. Well, the worst come the worst, I had a bit of spindle gouge practice. So you lot have got things about butt plugs, I'm telling you. Just all perverts. What ring blue? This ring? Colour that blue. This. You want me to colour this blue? Right, I'll colour it blue. You could have told me before I, finished it. Right, let's just quickly sand it back in. Yeah, it is. It's experience, isn't it? It's all about practice. In the top, yeah, that'd be a good idea. Headset's going to go in a minute. Battery's low. My headset's going to go in a minute. Battery's low. Right, blue. Who said that? Yes, it does. Right, blue. What blue do we want? Iridescent blue? What colour do you want then? Yeah, it would look good. The intro was resin. It takes so long to do. I might do one as a video actually, because they do take a long while to do. I don't know what colour, what blue to do that. Let's go iridescent blue. I could put some. Sorry? No, you can't use these paints for your clock. This might not go on there because of obviously it's been sand and sealed and everything else. Don't know. We'll find out. These take several coats anyway, don't they? Don't know. We'll see. Trial and error. Don't encourage you, Colin. I mean, John. So does that look better? I don't think it'll look any different. It still don't look like what it still don't look like what I wanted it to look like. Well, you can't see. It helps if I showed you the camera, wouldn't it? Really? My earworm's asleep in the corner. I should have had you here, Mark. So, like I say, this will take 2 or 3 coats to actually get the colour on it. So, I don't think I'm going to waste any more time on it because it's not really. Yeah, fire pit. Oh, coffee's cold. Let's get it out and have a look. Yeah, I'll have a play with it and see what I can come up with. It's the ball of the water on the top. Is there like a little bubble? Just can't please something. All right, yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, yeah. But I think this should have been, yeah, thinner. This should have been more of a ball. Maybe this is too big as well. And I think this is definitely too thick. And I think that should have been a bit wider so we can spread the ripples out. But anyway, it was a play. It's a bit of practice. um, it was a bit of practice with the spindle gouge because, like I said, I don't do a lot of spindle gouge work, so it was just nice to have a bit of a play with that. So yeah, no, you're all right. I'll buy them a cheaper. So yeah, that's it. No, I ain't gonna throw it. So is it that we've been on that long, have we? So anyway, that didn't turn out. What? Oh, see you, Lay. Thank you. Thanks for coming over. Great to see you. And stick some stuff on the Instagram or whatever, and we will promote the hell out of it for you. Wig stand. Well, yeah, it could be, I suppose, for a little dwarf. What? Spinning top. Yeah, I suppose if I turn the bottom, make you turn it into a spinning top. But anyway, it was a bit of practice. That's what matters. I'm not gonna. Yeah, it was. It was a bit of fun. That's what matters. I had in my head what I wanted, but this just proves what sort of crap goes through my head. JP's put. I've got to go out. I'll buy flowers and I'll take a photograph and stick it all over the. That's a good idea, actually. There's a graveyard up the road. uh, right. If there's no questions, I'm gonna kill it. It's great to see so many new faces. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming over. I really do appreciate it. Oh, newborn. Yeah, them days of they're a long, long way for us. No, not yet. We're not grandchildren yet. No, 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 no. Freedom first. Yeah, yeah. I did enjoy Dr. Bob. I really do enjoy these lives. I just enjoy so much the interaction, the fun, the laugh, and the joke we have. It's nice, and you guys make it all worthwhile. So yes, thank you very much. Right, so if there's no questions, I'm going to give it another 20 seconds. If there's no questions, then I'm going to kill it because I've got to go and buy some flowers to shut you lot up. So yeah, I've got 3 videos to edit, JP. Oh, there's no live while we're here. There's no live on Sunday, guys. But what I will do is, I don't know if anybody's going to cover my live, but what I will do is I'll stick up a video. I've got a video of my Joe Sonia. Let me just show you it if I can find it. Oops. I made this bowl 2 or 3 weeks ago now. So what I'll do is I'll stick the video up of how I did this. So the video is going to be about 20-25 minutes long. It's quite a long video because there's quite a lot of detail in the finishing off and everything. So I'll stick that up. But if there's a live, obviously somebody may cover depending on what's going on. But just keep your eyes open because a lot of us are away at the weekend, so we don't know exactly what's going to go on. But there may be just odd lives popping up here, there, and everywhere. So keep your eyes open, and if you can, join in and enjoy the fun. Right then, guys. So if that is it, thank you all so much for coming over. I've had fun as always. Thank you very much to my lovely wife for being my air dig, air worm, whatever you want to call it. And I'll see you guys. I am live again Monday. I'm covering for Wayne the Woodturner at 1 o'clock on Monday. So I'll see you guys Monday at 1 o'clock, same time, same place, just a different day. And hopefully we'll turn something a bit more interesting than my wig stand. So anyway, guys, have a great day. Speak to you soon. Take care. And bye for now. Bye. Have a great day.
That's all, folks.